You're with a guy, and you want to know whether he's ready to take the next step or not. Or you're crushing on him and wondering if he feels the same way. Or maybe you just noticed him and you're a little intrigued. The point is, you don't know exactly how he feels about you. How do you figure it out? How do you tell if he's into you or not? Don't worry, this can be simple. I'm going to give you the biggest signs a guy is into you, so you can tell instantly whether he's really into you or whether he's feeling something more casual. That way, you'll know exactly what to do when you're around him and where to go from here. Ready? Here are the signs he's into you. 1. He calls and texts you first. This is one of the bigger, dead giveaway signs. Unless he's got legitimate, non-romantic reasons to be texting you and calling you, like if he was trying to schedule something for work or some other logistical problem. Then him calling and texting you first is a huge sign that he's into you. Listen. He's calling and texting you for a reason. He wants to engage with you. He wants to hear your voice, or read your words. Talking to you gives him a little charge inside, just like it gives you if you're crushing on him. He wants to be in contact with you, because being close with you feels good to him. If he's the one reaching out to you first, it's a good sign that he's into you. 2. He's the one who's trying to make plans. When a guy is really into a girl, regardless of whether they're in a relationship, he's going to try to be with her more. Why? Because it feels good for him to be with you. That's why he's into you. If he's the one usually trying to make plans to meet up, that's a great sign that he's into you and he wants to take things to the next level with you. 3. He's always in a good mood around you. Are you sensing a theme? Guys want to date women they feel good around. In fact, the biggest criteria for whether a guy wants to be with a woman isn't how she looks. That's surface level, whether he wants to casually see her, it's how he feels around her. Here's another hint, if he's in a good mood when he's around you, it's because he feels good when he's with you. It means that being with you and engaging with you puts him in a good mood. It makes him feel good. It makes him want to be around you more. 4. He makes an effort with you. When guys are really into a girl, the question isn't if they're going to put in the effort, it's when. Things that might have other guys rolling their eyes or sighing and disconnecting don't faze him. He's willing to go the extra mile for you, and it doesn't even seem like he notices it's an extra mile. In other words, putting in work for you doesn't seem like work to him, because he thinks you're worth it. It's not even a thought that crosses his mind. 5. He's willing to fight with you. Lots of the time, if a guy doesn't think it's worth it, he's not going to fight. Even if he thinks he's right. Even if he's really mad. Even if he doesn't want to back down. If he doesn't think the person he's with is worth the hassle and unpleasantness of going through a fight, then he's going to disconnect, disengage, and shut down. A guy who's willing to fight with you is a guy who's willing to go through something unpleasant if it means getting back on the same page again. That's a guy who's into you. Obviously, there's exceptions here. A guy who's really into a girl might disengage and shut down if every time they fight she fights mean. Or if she fights to tear him down rather than solve the issue. But most of the time, if he's willing to fight with you, he's willing to fight for you. 6. He wants to make future plans. I'm not talking about him asking you to get married here. I would hope that you would know whether a guy who pops the question is really into you or not. I'm talking about short to mid-range plans. Is he trying to make plans with you that are more than what do you want to do tonight? For instance, if he invites you to a concert a few weeks out, that's a big sign that he's gonna stick around and that he's expecting that you'll stick around too. Why? Because he's into you. 7. You can be yourself around him and he's into it. The biggest hint that a relationship can go the distance is authenticity. Can you be yourself around him? Can he be himself around you? More importantly, do you both like it? If your true personalities jive with each other, it means that on a pretty deep level, you're compatible. And yes, if a guy notices that he doesn't have to watch what he says around you, that he can be himself without walking on eggshells, it's going to make a huge impression on him. The same goes vice versa. If he notices that you're comfortable being authentic with him, and he likes who that person is, it means he's super into who you really are. Thank you for watching. I hope to see you in the next video.